Hi, my name is Benton Sawrey, and I'm running for North Carolina Senate District 10, which represents all of Johnston County. This is running for re-election for my third term. I've currently served in the Senate for 3 years. We're on a 2-year cycle, so I'm asking for your vote again this upcoming March for the primary election. And if I make it to the primary, then hopefully this upcoming November as well. I think we've been able to do some great things for Johnston County over the past 3 years. We've made big changes to the way that we fund our community college construction programs. We've changed the way in which our county commissioners are elected to make sure that districts are equal population. We've changed the way in which we elect our school boards to again make sure that we have equal population for school board districts. We brought back more than $200 million in direct appropriations for Johnston County to benefit our local nonprofits, our airport, our schools, our infrastructure, our roads, and our water and sewer. We've made changes to the way in which we get our water here in Johnston County so it's more affordable for the residents that are already here. You can see that in our small towns like Princeton, which have infrastructure issues that date back to the mid-1900s, and they were facing a nearly $20 million expense to get their water and wastewater infrastructure up to par. But because of hard work and changes that we made in Raleigh, we're able to do things that could benefit Princeton, fix their problems, and make it so that they had some issues that were easily solvable. I'm running to make life easier for everyday citizens here in Johnston County. That means lower taxes, less regulation, getting the government out of the way so that you can live your life. You can start a business, you can go to church, your kids can go to the school of their choice, and that you're proud to call Johnston County somewhere to call home. Generations of my family have called this community home. My kids go to school here, I work here, I go to church here. We've made this our home, and it's our intention to try and build somewhere that more and more people want to come back to that grew up here and live, work, raise a family, and start a business. Some of the big issues that are facing Johnston County are growth and property rights, right? We've seen that locally with the UDO that's being debated right now at the county commissioners, and ultimately the county commissioners are going to make a decision about how to do that. But at the state level, we must we must do things that balance the ability for local municipalities and counties to manage their growth. But by doing so, we must keep private property rights at the forefront of all those decisions. Now, things that we can do to help out counties and municipalities with some of these decisions is by giving towns and counties the ability to take control of their local transportation projects. I filed a bill that would allow counties and towns to pick projects that are on the STIP and bring those forward. Reforming outdated water and wastewater regulatory programs that have been around since the 1970s. That makes things more expensive for the existing businesses and customers here in Johnston County. And that's a problem, especially as we continue to grow and need more capital expenditure to keep things up to date. Workforce development and small business infrastructure is also a challenge here in Johnston County. We're seeing incredible job growth, which is a great thing. It's a great problem to have. We recently announced 1,000 jobs in Benson with Vulcan Elements, and a lot of that was made possible through the Workforce Development Center in Four Oaks, which I played a major part in securing nearly $30 million in funding for. But we can do more. We can institute the Propel NC program at the community college level to pay our trade and continuing education instructors more money and make it competitive for high-cost fields like nursing and healthcare sciences and welding and advanced manufacturing. We can increase the funding for the One North Carolina Small Business Fund, which provides matching and startup grant funding for small businesses all over North Carolina to make us more competitive. And we can abolish North Carolina's county tier system, which the Department of Commerce relies upon for grants for different funding projects. North Carolina sends a lot of money and bases decisions based on what the county tier system does. Johnston County is really two counties. We have a county in the western part which is prosperous and wealthy and doing well, and we can do more in our eastern communities as well. At the end of the day, less taxes, lower regulations, school choice, and creating an environment where your family can prosper and your businesses can prosper. And I'm asking for your vote on March 3rd to be re-elected North Carolina Senate District 10, and I appreciate your support.